The message came in at 11:47 p.m. Bright, casual, smiling emojis like fingerprints on glass. "I'll be back Monday. Girls' trip. Phone will be off. Don't worry." I stared at it longer than I should have, not because I believed it, but because she'd finally stopped trying to sound convincing. The house was quiet in that way that feels staged, too clean, too prepared for absence. Her suitcase stood by the door, zipped already, pink tag, new. She never packed early. I typed my reply slowly, let my pulse settle. "Enjoy," then paused, added one more line. "Oh, and say hi to Steve, from his wife. We're spending the weekend with the lawyers." Sent. The typing bubble never appeared. Of course it didn't. I set the phone face down, listened to my own breathing, measured, controlled. Something had shifted, not broken, aligned. Because betrayal doesn't arrive screaming, it whispers, repeats itself, waits for you to notice the pattern. I noticed it months ago. The new passcode, the way she tilted her phone away like it was shy, the sudden interest in yoga retreats that didn't exist online, a name she said too carefully, Steve, from work, married, harmless, always mentioned with a smile that never reached her eyes. I told myself nothing at first. That's the trick. You don't want to be the man who suspects. You want to be the man who trusts. But trust is expensive, and she'd stopped paying into it. I didn't confront her, didn't ask questions that could be lied to. I watched, I listened, I archived. Phone records, late-night calls disguised as calendar alerts, a hotel receipt forwarded to a burner email she forgot to delete. Still, I waited. Because knowing isn't enough. You need proof that survives daylight. The DNA test arrived 2 weeks before the trip, not for a child, for something quieter. Her hair from the shower drain, his from a jacket left in her trunk. I remember signing for the envelope. The delivery guy smiled, asked how my day was going. "Clear," I said. The results were clean in their cruelty. No ambiguity, no room for hope to negotiate. I didn't say anything that night. I cooked dinner, asked about her packing, kissed her forehead like punctuation. She slept easily. I didn't. On Friday morning, she left before sunrise, didn't wake me, didn't need to. That afternoon, I sat across from Steve's wife in a conference room that smelled like toner and cold coffee. She held herself like someone who already knew but needed permission to say it out loud. I slid the folder across the table. Phone logs, photos, dates. She didn't cry. That surprised me. Neither did I. By Sunday night, the lawyers had finished their preliminary drafts. Assets, custody contingencies, silence, weaponized into language. At 11:48 p.m. my phone lit up. Unknown number. Her voice was small, fractured. "What did you do?" I didn't raise mine. Didn't need to. "I told the truth," I said. "That's all it ever takes." She came home Monday morning, eyes red, suitcase lighter somehow. I was already packed. She tried to explain. Apologies stacked on excuses, stacked on fear. I listened the way you listen to rain after a storm warning. Detached, already indoors. When she finished, I handed her the papers. Didn't look at her when I did. "You planned a weekend," I said. "So did I." She sank into the chair like gravity had finally remembered her. I walked past her, paused at the door. "You turned your phone off," I said. I turned my feelings off. Outside, the air felt sharp, honest. I didn't feel victorious or sad, just light. Because the most devastating revenge isn't rage, it's clarity. And I left her with nothing but it.